taking in the smells.
Oh, yum.
You're going to see these coming up in just a bit. It is Pizza Week here on ARC Maine. Every day this week, we are showcasing different styles of pizza and meeting the masterminds behind some of the great local businesses.
Today, we have John Bonney here, the co-owner of Foundation Brewing, to tell us all about Detroit-style pizza. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
I can confirm this is incredible pizza. It's very unique, and this is a style of pizza that you actually grew up eating. Tell us more about that and why you wanted to kind of introduce Mainers to it.
Sure. So my wife and I moved to Maine 25 years ago. We moved here from Detroit. And so this is the style of pizza that as kids we grew up when you'd go to the local bar or pub or whatever, and you'd get either, they'd ask you want square or round pizza. And this is our version, what we call square pizza in Detroit. And yeah, it's something I really hadn't seen in other places. But over probably the last 4 or 5 years, it's really sort of started to come into its own. And I think a lot of people, when they were kind of stress baking during the pandemic, tended to explore different types of pizza. And I've always made this at home, and we decided to add it as part of what we do at the brewery.
What's the difference between a deep dish pizza and a Detroit-style pizza?
So that's great. Yeah, so Chicago deep dish, Detroit-style pizzas, I think people often confuse the two. Chicago deep dish is 1, round. 2, it tends to be more of the crust is thinner, and there's like more toppings. It's almost more of like a pie,
Right.
if you will. And then where Detroit style, we use square pans. And the trick with this is it's more like a focaccia underneath. So I actually brought one in.
Oh,
So this is
okay, perfect. We have the overhead camera if
you
you
go.
put it right here, yeah.
So this is the dough. This was we trade this yesterday, let it rise, and then this will be for today.
Even that smells good.
All right, so you got the dough, and then what comes after you get the dough going
yeah.
right
Yep.
here?
And then
John's going to show us. I love this.
The next thing we do is, so there's a debate in Detroit-style pizza. Do you put anything under the cheese, or do you just put the cheese right on top of the dough? We use a little bit of sauce underneath because I think it helps the cheese actually sort of stick better.
Okay.
But the key is you got to get the cheese going all the way to the edges because when you bake it off.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That little lace factor.
And this is the pizza. I baked this morning. Just came out of the
Ooh.
oven. And as you can
yeah.
see,
Almost looks like a lasagna.
Right?
Yeah.
it kind of does, and you get that lacing on the edge,
Yeah.
and that is what really makes Detroit style.
That's
Detroit
art
style.
right
It
there.
gives it that like iconic crunch when you get to the crust.
Yeah, it's kind of burnt, but it's not. It's nice and crunchy,
It's like
right?
charred in
Yeah.
a good way.
Yeah, and exactly. And
Oh, it's gorgeous.
and so we use a combination of. It took a while to find the right blend of cheeses, but we use a combination of mozzarella and 2 different types of cheddar to get the final blend that works for that.
You dug that right out without
I
any
know.
problems at all. Mine
He's a
would've
pro.
Snapped in half. Yeah.
And so, for example, some of these pizzas here, we have like the dollop of marinara. Is that just sort of a classic? Put that on top of the cheese?
Yeah, so again, in Detroit style, usually it goes cheese on top. Chicago deep dish is the same thing because the pizzas tend to be baked longer than you would in like a New York style or around here, New Haven, you see a lot. So the sauce will go on top. In Detroit, you'll often bake it, but a lot of places actually add the sauce after it's done baking. And that's what we do.
Nice.
I think the sauce comes across a little bit brighter, a little bit more pop to it,
Yeah.
not quite as sweet.
Okay, so this is pepperoni.
Yep.
And we just talked about this one. What is this right here? What's the creamy sauce on top? What is that?
So this is our vodka sauce pizza.
Oh, okay.
And we use a little bit of sweetened ricotta with a little bit of herb in it. Add that on top, just give it a little extra creaminess.
Yum. Okay, what has the response been? It's been a few years,
Yep.
What has the response been from customers? I mean, it's some of my favorite pizza in Portland.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, people. I think part of it is we often get the question of, is this Chicago, deep dish? And then, but when they try it, I think it's a combination of, I didn't expect it to be so light and crispy.
Yeah.
And I really think that that's a big hallmark of Detroit style pizza. And the other is that obviously that cheese edge. There's no other pizza like it. It really does make it pretty unique. And so yeah, folks, especially up here who really haven't seen it much of this before, I think really love to check it out and really enjoy it.
And here's the thing is too, is when you eat this kind of pizza, you eat the whole thing. You're eating the crust and everything. Where a lot of times people just leave the crust and don't eat it.
Yeah, so the trick with Detroit pizza is if it comes out to the table, so the pro tip is grab the corner first.
Yeah.
Because you get twice as much of that cheese.
Yeah.
That's so true. Oh, I love it. And you know, this is, you know, obviously you've had the brewery for many, many years. Have you seen that having this food option in general just really helps to, you know, get more people in the door? I mean, you're almost more of a restaurant now too, you know?
It really has changed our business. One is we're talking to a whole new audience. You know,
Right.
we have a lot more people coming in with their kids and families. We have a lot of people who are coming in just to check out the pizza. But we also really kind of become an easy place for the locals to come hang out. You know, it's easy to get to our place. They pop in, they grab a pint and grab a pizza and kind of hang out. So really, this winter we saw a lot of regular business, and that was great.
That's awesome.
Is there a certain beer that goes better with the type of pizza, or just Detroit
There's no-
pizza in general?
It's pizza and beer, right?
Right,
It's
there's
kind of
no
hard to
bad
go
pairing,
wrong.
right?
Yeah. You know, like wine, they say, well, you have to have
Sure.
red wine with beef, you know, and stuff like that. But is there something that you think tastes better? I mean, you're the master of
Well, tell
the
us about
pizza
the
and the
beers you
beer.
brought. Yeah.
So I brought 3 different beers. So Epiphany, which is the beer we're definitely best known for,
Incredible.
is our flagship. Fetch is our newest year-round IPA. And both IPAs, I think, work really well with the flavors because they're pretty intense. And so the hops in the IPAs really kind of help sort of cut that a little bit. But I also really like a nice, crispy, light beer to kind of wash down that pizza, and that's why I brought this in. This is La Luz. We do this every spring. It's our Mexican lager with lime, and it just works beautifully as something to kind of help slide that pizza down when you're done.
Especially on a nice warm day like
Yeah.
today.
Absolutely. So big question is, when you're drinking beer,
Okay.
eating pizza, if you're right-handed, is the beer in my right hand or the pizza in my right hand? What?
So I'm right-handed, so I usually grab pizza with the right hand
Pizza
and beer
in the
with the left because there's a little more
Okay.
going on with eating the pizza.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna do the crunch test. John, do you want to do it with me?
sure.
I'm gonna do a cheese bite. And I want to see if it picks up on the microphone.
There you go.
Let's see if we can.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Maybe I should crack open one of
Oh
these.
yeah,
Oh yeah, the crunch
the
big
crisp
time, huh?
crackers there, the cheese lace. That's
I don't know
delicious.
if you could hear the gulp, gulp, gulp when I down this.
Exactly. John, as we're munching, let everybody know where they can find you.
So, excuse me. Foundation Brewing Company. We're at One Industrial Way in Portland. Bunch of Allagash across the street. A lot of other breweries around us. Just come on out and have a good time.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys.
Such a great spot. You can walk
Yeah.
from one brewery to the other down there. Great area.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Detroit Style Pizza Foundation.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us kick off Pizza Week.
Thanks for having me.
And happy Pizza Week.
Yes,
There you go.
definitely. All right.
Cheers.